Welcome to another day trading for income training video from a Verifort Trading Group. Today we're in the Russell 2000 E-mini using 1500, 550, and 133 tick charts for our long, medium, and short-term views of our contract. Our trading strategy rules include trending, counter trend, and reversals. Our trade and money management rule is to use both limit and market orders to scale in with 3 contract lots, placing 5 and 10 tick profit stops for the first 2 contracts, and then we're going to trail the last contract with a 9 tick trailing stop. Our stop losses will be placed beginning with 10, 12, and 15 ticks, but as always we will aggressively move our stop losses to +1 as soon as we go green. We begin with our big picture outlook in the order of the markets, the 1500T, and EMAs. So right away we see that we got a large gap up in the morning, but already we're seeing lower lows being made on our long-term chart, as well as our EMAs have gone relatively flat. So right now we're sort of trade neutral, but we are looking for a possible short opportunity because we are seeing lower lows being made on our 1500 T chart. Our short-term chart right now is not saying much as far as the squeeze is concerned, but we can definitely see we're making lower lows in our price window. Okay, so as far as an opportunity right now, obviously long side is still an option, but we are looking for an opportunity right here. And normally, as we know, we are looking for a breakdown of a consolidation point with a paint bar trigger, and that is a color bar close below the yellow bar. Okay, here's our swing low for that. So we're going to see if we can get down there. Again, we're managing our trade with our 550 as well as our 133. Okay, we're getting down there. Now here's a place where we might enter with the market order if we do break down underneath with the red bar underneath our swing low on our short-term chart, but still have a little bit of room on consolidation here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get in with a market order, and because we got a little aggressive with that trade, I'm going to tighten up my stops. And we'll give this trade a little bit of room and see if it works out for us. Okay, our second possible entry to scale in would be a breakout of the support area of our support and resistance zone. Okay, we just got filled. So we're going to go ahead and enter or scale in with another 3 contracts at the swing low, or 1 tick below the swing low. Okay, big picture. 1500 is starting to participate in the short side because the yellow bar is painted. We're starting to get a red bar next to that. Starting to see some red indicators on our bias line on the squeeze. We're starting to see a histogram with bias line confirmation on the medium term squeeze, and the 133 right now looks pretty strong. Okay, we're profitable in this trade. We've taken a couple contracts off here, or 1 contract. We just got filled on our second lot. Okay, right now everything's telling us to stay in this trade due to the fact that we're seeing red bias line histogram. Okay, we're in the money here, so let's just manage this trade. Okay, we're getting taken out here, managing the stop. We're letting our trade management really handle this for us. We're still in short 3 contracts. Okay, this is turning out to be a pretty good winner for us. We're going to tighten up our stops. Now we're trying to get down to this support area on this zone, but it's early in the morning. We just opened up, and prices are always a little bit volatile. during the first hour, especially the first 15 minutes. Okay, really good strong short side. Okay, let me finish that thought. Very strong on the long term, as we got a red bar close outside the support area. We're underneath the moving averages. Lower lows on the midterm squeeze, and we definitely see some nice price action to the downside on the 133. Okay, so now if we're looking for another re-entry, what we're looking for is a breakdown or breakout to the short side on our 550. Okay, we like the fact, again, we're underneath the moving averages on the long term. We're red. We have some distance here. Typically, we would expect prices to go back up and test this resistance or previous resistance before coming back down. But we're seeing some strong indication on the 550. We really want to see a swing low paint on our 133 so we could get underneath that with a limit order. But we're just going to have to give this trade a little bit of time and see how it pans out. Okay, we're touching that resistance area, both on the long term and the medium term charts. Still making lower lows. This is a strong indicator here as well, as the histogram is now painting the second bar below the histogram. Okay, let's step back. Big picture. Markets on the lower side of the Keltner channel are 1500. Although it's coming back a little bit, it's still painting a possible strong reversal, or at least bias to the short side. Okay, we're starting to see a yellow bar. We're getting a little toppy here on the squeeze. Histogram is starting to reverse a little bit. Same thing on a 133. Okay, so we're still looking for some more downside, but we'd have to break out this consolidation point, and we also would like to see a swing low, so we could use a limit order to get in on this side. Now here's something, just food for thought. If we get above this previous swing low and we get color bar paints up here, I will use a limit order underneath that swing low to get back in, whether it's a market order or a limit order. Just really depends on how fast this breaks out. Okay, but again, I would have to see a paint above this previous swing low. Okay, so again, big picture. 1500 still showing downward bias. Getting a little toppy here, but we keep bouncing off this resistance area. See how it plays out. Again, we're looking for a swing low to paint on our entry chart, or our bars to move up with paint bar closes above this previous swing low, possibly touch this previous one, and then our limit order would actually be here to go back low. So we've kind of come to a slow spot in the morning. I think prices are just trying to figure out what they want to do here. So at this point, we need to wait, folks. We can't just jump in and form an opinion of what's going to happen. Okay, we're starting to get a bar here. Let's see if it closes. No, it's a yellow bar. It's still forming, so we still don't have a close. Okay, we are also starting to see. So this is a little bit interesting. We got our third lower low bar on long term. Although we are getting our green bias line on both the midterm and short-term charts. Now this typically doesn't mean that it's a reversal. This is just signaling that there's a pullback. So at this point we're not going to change our mind. We're still trading what we see here. Okay, prices really try to go up, got rejected. Let's see where this bar closes. Could tell us a lot. Okay, we're getting our bias line turning over on the 133. This price action right here is probably going to turn this guy back over too, because it's starting to head back down. Okay, we got both bias and histogram in sync on the short term, but we're still bouncing around on the 550, and we see our long term actually participating. We definitely have some consolidation here. And this would be a strong continuation to the downside if we break out of this to possibly test our support zone. Okay, we got, as we can see here, we got our squeeze is back on the short side. Okay, we got a paint, swing low paint. So let's see if we can get in, let's see if we get filled. Again, just below that swing low. Again, with 3 contracts, we might try and improve our entry or scale in. Okay, again, this trade is starting to form in our favor. Okay, we just got filled. Okay, we took our first contract out at +5. We moved our second contracts. Okay, we got filled on both contracts. We have one. Let's see if this trade continues to run, or if we get pulled back and stopped here. Okay, it's starting to head down here. Okay, we're going to tighten. Oh, template beat me to it. I was going to say we want to tighten up a little bit because we're getting to this support zone area. So I'm going to manually kind of chase this down. I want to maximize this trade. Okay, we're getting some good movement here. Okay, we definitely want to stay tight here. As we see, we're right on top of support zones. But this has turned out to be a pretty nice trade, a nice runner for us. We're up 15 ticks on this last contract. Okay, everything here is still looking strong. See how much more room we have on this. We're going to get really tight. Okay, we got stopped. Okay, so we're going to take a break from the session. It's early in the morning. It's only about 8:42. So we've been trading about 12, 15 minutes. And let's take a step back. We started off the day with a gap up. Our moving averages were green, but right at the open we saw that our long-term chart was telling us that there was a little bit of price exhaustion, profit taking, and we definitely hit some key resistance up in this area. But also our moving averages went flat to sideways. So the first thing we saw for any possible trade was that our squeeze was showing us lower lows on the histogram. So we waited for a breakout consolidation area right at this point using our PBR direction bar trigger, which got us in with a market order, and then we also added to that position with another breakout of a swing low, which corresponded with a breakout of a previous support zone area. We managed that trade. We created a new swing low. We waited for all of our strategy rules to trigger, and once again took another short side trade and maximize our profits by following our money management rules. So for the day, we finished with $920 flat on the gross side. Good trading.